Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Now they can hear? Okay. You don't need this.
High tech sometimes, problem tech.
Okay. So should we go back to the presentation mode or?
Yeah, fine.
Oh, we are already there. Okay. Okay. So as I say, it's easy to make resolutions, wish list, goal, but it's very difficult to maintain those goals. And people make their health related goal. I want to lose 10 pounds. I want to build six pack and this and what. If you know, on the 1st January, the registrations of the fitness centers are maximum. And then by the end of January, 50% of the registrations are gone, right? People drop out. Why? Because maintaining that wish list or maintaining that resolution is very difficult. So there is a very beautiful statement from Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Anybody would like to read?
You are what your deep driving desire is. As your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. As your deed is, so is your destiny.
Okay. So a very powerful statement. It says, it's good to have some desire. We can have so many desires, but ultimately we need to act on those desires. And that depends on our willpower. So as your desire is, so is your will. As your will is, so is your deed. And based on our willpower, then that's what you're going to act on that. And what you act on, that's what you're going to achieve. So not just having desire, not just having a wish list, not just making a resolution, but having a determination to act on that. People may have many desires, but unless that willpower is there, we cannot achieve anything. Somebody may have a desire to lose 10-pound weight, but if there is no willpower to get on that treadmill and walk that half an hour, can we really accomplish that? If the willpower is not there to cut on those feats, can you really accomplish that? So along with the desire, there has to be the willpower. A student may have a desire to get an A grade in their exams, but unless there is willpower to cut down on those games, cut down on his other time-wasting activities, can he really accomplish that? So along with desire, we need to develop that willpower. So how many of you made resolutions for this year? Everybody, I expect, right? I hope everybody made some resolutions, some goals that we want to accomplish this and that. But ultimately, to make those goals is easy. Ultimately, we need to work on those goals. So after making the goal, what it takes is that positive attitude. So one brief topic I want to touch on is the power of words. What we say, that becomes the reality. So there's a very beautiful statement by a scholar. It says, handle the words carefully, handle them carefully, for words have the power more powerful than atom bombs. So the word of powers, or we can say word of the power of positive words. So making a resolution, but if you are not having that positive attitude, if you just keep saying, yes, I'm going to try, I'm going to try, that word try is a very weak word. When you say, I'm going to try, that itself you have 50% failed. Okay, many times you say, please come to Bhakti Vriksha program, please come to temple program, and people say, yes, Prabhu, I'm going to try. And as soon as they say, I'm going to try, 80% I know they are not going to come. Because that word try is a very vague word, it's a very weak word. So if you make a resolution and you say, I'm going to make these resolutions, I'm going to try to fulfill those resolutions, means you're not going to fulfill. Okay, so choose your words carefully. because words have power. Having the power of positive words. Sometimes we speak so many negative words unconsciously. You come back from your work and then you speak, "Oh, I'm so tired, exhausted. I had a horrible day. I'm too tired." As you come home and you speak these words, your family member, maybe your spouse or your parents, I think, oh, and they tell everybody else also in the family, "Oh, this person is very tired. He's very exhausted. Don't disturb him." And everybody is treating you like that. "Oh, you're very tired. You are very exhausted." And what is that? You get the blessing of everybody to become tired. And on the contrary, if you say, "I feel energized, I'm very happy, I had a good day," that becomes your reality. So choosing our words carefully, because words have the power to make it or break it. So when you make a resolution, then having a determination, yes, I am going to work on that. I'm going to achieve this. Now, what kind of resolution we should make? Right? People make a lot of resolutions, but they don't know what really we want to achieve, what we really want to accomplish in life. What should we resolve for? So I'm going to share one analogy here. So our life, you can consider the life as a three-legged table. So three legs on a table, and all three legs are important. If one leg break of a three-legged table, what will happen? The table will be unbalanced. The same way in our life, the three aspects of life which are really important: your family, your work, and spiritual life. Sometimes we give importance to one aspect of life and miss on the other aspect. Sometimes we become too fanatic about one thing, right? People become too much absorbed into their work all day. All they're thinking is about their work. And they ignore the family aspect of life. They ignore their physical health. They ignore the most important aspect of life, that is our spiritual life. So when we make resolution, when we make some goals, we need to think about these three different aspects of our life. Or in another way, I will put that same analogy in a different aspect. So three health you need to work on. We all need to work on these three aspects of our health: your physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. People make goal of their physical health. As I said, right, people make resolution about, I want to gain good health, I want to start doing some exercise, lose some weight, or cut down on sweets or whatnot. So that is physical aspect of your health. But apart from that, what we miss on is mental health. And mental health, what does it depend on? What affects mental health? Everything. Stress. And stress is caused by what? Fear, anxiety, work. Yes. So the mental health depends on our stress factor, anxiety, which is caused by work pressure or some tense relationships, right? When you are having some difficult, either it's a relationship within the family, relationship with your peers, relationship with devotee circle. So in any aspect, so mental health depends on our work situation, our relationship situation. So we need to work on that mental health to improve this situation. And then the third aspect is again spiritual health, improving our spiritual health to understanding the importance of human life. Durlabham manusho deho dehinam kshanabhangur. This human life is very rare. We have attained this human form of life after wandering through 8.4 million species of life. And this human form of life has been awarded to us, which can help us to achieve the ultimate goal of life, which is to attain love for the Lord, to attain love for Krishna, to go back to the spiritual world. So we want to work on all these different aspects. So Sankalpa means the resolution, what people resolve for. So we are going to use this word resolve, and through this word resolve, use it as an acronym and maybe talk about what are the different aspects which we want to improve, which we want to work on in this year to become successful in this human form of life, to improve our physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. Is that all right? And I will try to give little sutras with each word of this word resolve. So anybody can spell the word resolve? I'm not just testing your English language, just good job. Thank you. So we're going to use this word resolve as an acronym and talk about different traits which you want to work on in this year. So resolve, R, I'm using the word R as reverence. Developing the gratitude, being grateful for all the situations in life, being grateful for all circumstances, all people in our life. When somebody does something good for us, it's easy to become grateful to that person, right? It says the two things I mentioned that in previous classes also, two things which we should never forget and two things which we should always forget. One thing which we should never forget is if somebody has done some favor towards us, we should never forget that favor. We should be always having that gratitude towards that person. So that is being grateful to somebody. But other thing which we should always forget is if you have done something, some favor to somebody, don't remember that. Always forget that. Don't keep thinking, oh, I did this favor to this person. Why he is not acknowledging back or why he is not reciprocating back. Always remember if somebody has done any favor to you, so being grateful to that person. So if somebody has done something to us, it's easy to be grateful. But can we be grateful to somebody who has been mean to you, who has done some harm to you, who has maybe yelled at you, who have criticized you? Can you be grateful to that person? So it's difficult, right? But that is what the meaning of being grateful for all situations, all circumstances, all people in our life, considering that every situation has brought up some lesson in our life for our own purification. Even if something negative happened, that happened for our purification. That person, maybe I did something wrong, which triggered that person to behave in that way. So being grateful, the first thing what we should do in the morning is being grateful. Thank you, my Lord, you have given this wonderful day to me. Thank you for this wonderful family which you have given to me. Thank you for this wonderful job you have given to me. Sometimes people complain about their work. I know, again, today I have to go to work. I don't like my job. Again, power of words. If we keep speaking negative words, that becomes the reality. That becomes more and more problematic. So being grateful to all the situations, thinking even the job, so the job which is paying for all your expenses, all your bills, we should have that positive feeling towards that. We should have that gratefulness towards that. And then thanking the Lord for this, again, one more day, which you have given to me. Thanking for all the people which have come in our life. Either who have done something good towards us or somebody has done something bad to us also. Thanking the Lord. Please, that you have given these to me. I am very thankful. You have brought that person for my own purification. So being grateful. And it also means that we can develop that attitude of humility. Because with the attitude of humble attitude only, we can show that gratitude to somebody. If somebody yells at you, shouts at you, what will be your behavior toward that person? There are three ways you can behave. One person said shout back. So the three ways you can behave, that is offending, defending, and then accepting. If somebody yells at you, you can also yell back at you. That person, that is offending, counter-attacking. Hey, how come you say this to me? I did not do this, you did that to me. So that is counter-attacking, offending. Second thing is defending. Defending means you try to defend yourself. If somebody is blaming you for something, you try to defend yourself. No, no, Prabhuji, I did not do this. I was just a victim of circumstance. So many people consider themselves as victim many times, right? You know, I am victimized. I'm the victim of situation. I'm put into that particular situation. That's how I had to act in that particular way. So people try either offend back, they yell back at that person, or they try to defend themselves. But the third method is accepting. Jugal Kishore Prabhu actually always say this one very beautiful statement. If somebody criticizes you, don't criticize back. Don't criticize that person. So never criticize somebody, even if somebody criticizes, just accept that. Accept that for your own purification. Thank you. I will try to correct myself. Actually, Saint Kabir ji, he says a beautiful statements. It says, Nindak nire rakhiye angan kuti chabai, bin pani bin sabun nirmal kare subhai. So those of you who don't understand Hindi, it means is if somebody criticizes you, you should keep your critique very close to yourself. Because what does that critic person does? Without putting any soap, without putting any water, he's trying to make you purified. So nindak nire rakhi. So we should not get disturbed by somebody trying to criticize us, somebody trying to behave badly towards us. Be grateful to all the situation, all the circumstances in your life. So that is the first word, reverence. And the sutra, to remember that or to implement that in your life, there is again beautiful sutra from Ramayana. Okay, there is a very beautiful bhajan. It says, Jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, tahi vidhi rahiye. Jahi vidhi rakhe Ram, ताहि विधि रहिए. आशा एक राम जी से दूजी आशा छोड़ दे. नाता एक राम जी से दूजा नाता तोड़ दे. जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए. आशा एक राम जी से दूजी आशा छोड़ दे. This is your sutra number 1. Okay. So always be dependent on the Lord. Have only expectation from the Lord. Don't have any expectation from anybody else. In whatever circumstances the Lord put you, accept that circumstance. So that is the meaning of this particular line. So that is the first. Second one, eagerness. Eagerness to develop Krishna prema. We are eager for so many things in this life, isn't it? People are eager for many things. They are eager for going to vacation on some nice place. They are eager to get to a new restaurant, something opened up in your neighborhood. You are eager to go to the restaurant. People are eager to buy a house, buy new car or this or that. So people are eager for so many different things. But what should be our eagerness in this life? Eagerness to develop our relationship with the Supreme Lord. Again, as I said, this human life is a very rare opportunity for us, and we should utilize that to develop relationship with the Lord. So eagerness to develop Krishna prema. How many of us are really eager to develop our relationship with the Lord? Okay, how many of us are we really eager? Because eagerness is the only price that we need to pay to make spiritual progress. Laulyam ekam mulyam. Okay, so that greediness, that eagerness to attain Krishna. And there is a very beautiful story. Many of you may have heard that story. I'm pretty sure you may have heard that story. Once there was a thief. Okay, he was looking for always opportunity to steal. And he heard there's a nice pandal program going on, Harikatha going on. Many people assemble there. And it's very easy to steal from them, to pickpocket. So this thief came into that pandal just with the desire to steal, having an opportunity to steal during that time. So he came there, sat in the pandal, and the speaker, he is doing Harikatha. He is speaking about Lord Krishna. He is speaking about the form of the Lord, the beautiful form of the Lord Krishna, bluish complexion, small boy. He is wearing yellow garments. He is wearing so many nice ornaments. He lives in Vrindavan. So this thief is hearing, oh, this boy, he is wearing so many ornaments, so many golden ornaments, and it will be very easy to steal from this boy. I want to go there. I want to find this boy. I will like to steal from that boy. So where does this boy live? Oh, he lives in Vrindavan. He was listening very carefully. He was very eager. Where does he live? Vrindavan. What is his name? Krishna. So he was repeating in his mind again and again, Vrindavan, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. So as the program was over, he immediately got up and ran. I will go to Vrindavan and find this boy and steal from this boy. And on the way, he's asking everybody, can you please tell me how to go to Vrindavan? So asking like that, he reached Vrindavan and asked somebody, where does this boy live? Krishna, where does he live? And people are asking, is it crazy? He's asking, where can I find? Please tell me, where can I find Krishna? Somebody told him, you go to this forest, in this Brajval forest, in this forest, you will find Krishna. So he went there, he's searching for Krishna. My dear Krishna, I want to see you, I want to meet you face to face. And Krishna appeared. Why? Because of his eagerness. He was so, he had a wrong desire, but he was eager, so much eager to see Krishna. Krishna appeared. And as he saw Krishna, the beautiful form of Krishna, he was so mesmerized, he was so attracted towards Krishna, he started striking some conversation with Krishna. You are so beautiful, you have so many nice ornaments. After seeing Krishna, actually his desire to steal was gone. But to have some conversation with Krishna, he's like sometimes when you meet some small boy, he's having something in his hand, you give me this thing. Right? Will you share this with me? So he's asking Krishna, Krishna, will you give this ornament, this necklace to me? And Krishna says, no, 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 my Maya will be very angry at me. I cannot give it to you. And then after some time, Krishna says, okay, you really want to take? I will give this to you. And then this person is saying, no, 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 Krishna, actually it looks so beautiful on you. You keep it. So the point I'm trying to make is because of the eagerness, he was able to see Krishna face to face. So do we have that kind of eagerness to develop our relationship with the Supreme Lord? And if we really want to have that eagerness, what Krishna says, I am very easily accessible. Ananyachetah satatam yomam smarti nityasha tasya aham sulbha partha nityayuktasya yoginam. Bhagavad Gita chapter 8 text 14. Very beautiful verse. What is Krishna saying? I am very easily accessible to who? Those people who are always meditating on me, who are always thinking about me. Ananyachetah satatam yoma smarti nityasha. So two words are very important, satatam and nitya, always and every day. So it's not that we do chanting only once in a while, that, oh Krishna, I am chanting your holy name. Here Krishna says, every day, nityasha, satatam, who are always thinking about me. For them, I am very easily accessible. Tasyaham sulbha partha. So this is your mantra number 2. What is the mantra? Smartavya satatam Vishnu vismartavyo na yatuchit. Always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. So that is how the eagerness should be there to develop our relationship with the Lord. So our reverence, developing that attitude of gratitude, eagerness. Then we come to the third point. S, sadhana. Sadhana and service. When you have developed that eagerness, after that eagerness, what do you want to do? Engaging in Sadhana. What is sadhana? Our everyday practice. So getting up early in the morning, taking shower, chanting the holy name of the Lord. So that is the daily sadhana which we do. Chanting the holy name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Again, it should be on a regular basis. Satatam, Nityasha, every day. The importance of getting up early in the morning and doing the chanting. Somewhere we meet so many, please chant the holy name, please chant, and they say can't. I don't have time. Prabhuji, I don't have time, I'm too busy. Power of words. When we keep saying, I don't have time, I'm too busy. Krishna's energy is working wonderfully on you. Krishna says, Tathastu. You stay busy. You always stay engaged in Maya. So what we need to say, my Lord, I want to engage in your service. I want to chant your holy name. So people say, I don't have time, but then comes holiday, then comes Saturday, Sunday. Now you have a lot of time, but then what do people do? Waste all that time. Sleep till afternoon. There will be still many people in Metro Detroit area who are still sleeping actually. So people waste all their time. Even when they have time, they don't utilize that time. And when we say chant every day, get up early in the morning, that is for every day. It's not that only for Monday to Friday when I need to go to work, I can get up early in the morning, but Saturday, Sunday, this is my holiday time. Now I need to take some rest. I need to sleep little late. So Saturday, Sunday, I can chant later in the afternoon or in the evening. So importance of getting up early every day. People have their other mottos for every day, what they want to do. There is a saying, right? There used to be an advertisement actually on TV earlier, 80s or 90s, I remember. There used to be an advertisement, Sunday ho ya Monday, Roj khao one day. How many of you have heard that? And people have their different agenda, what they want to do every day. Sunday or Monday, every day eat eggs. Sunday ho ya Monday, Roj khao one day. And in our moment is His Holiness Navyogendra Maharaj. He made another line on that statement. Sunday ho ya Monday, रोज खाओगे अंडे तो खाने पड़ेंगे यमराज के डंडे. If you engage in those kind of activity, what will happen? Then you have the consequences. So people have their different agendas, what they want to do. We say, please chant the holy name every day. Get up early in the morning. Importance of engaging in sadhana. Along with sadhana, importance of service. Coming to the temple and rendering some service to the Lord. There are so many opportunities for service in the temple. People, devotees come, do the cleaning of the temple room. Devotees come, and make garlands for the lordships. So there are so many ways we can engage in the service of the Lord. And service is really important. We cannot just say, oh, I understand theoretically, I understand the philosophy. So just understanding philosophy is not enough. With that, we need to act practically. Service is also really important. If you, I love you, my dear Radha Gopijan Vallabh, I love you, then what do you want to do for the Lord? What do you really do for the Lord? Because love means engaging in some service. So just understand it. If at home your spouse comes and tells you, my dear husband or my dear wife, I love you a lot. I love you so much. Just for example, I will take Mataji's example. So wife come and tells Prabhu, husband, I love you a lot. I love you so much today. I'm going to sit in front of you and keep looking at you all day. But I'm sorry, I cannot do anything for you. I'm not going to cook for you. I'm not going to clean the house. I'm not going to do laundry for you. But I love you a lot. Is that acceptable? And Prabhu, tell Mataji, my dear wife, I love you a lot. I always remember you. All the time when I'm doing my work, I'm remembering you. But sorry, I don't have time for you. I cannot spend time with you. I cannot have dinner with you. I cannot take you out for vacation. But I love you a lot. I always think about you. Will the wife be happy? Matajis, will you be happy? So this is generally what we tell many people. This is what they tell to the Lord, right? They say, I remember Krishna all the time. Krishna is in my heart. I chanting the name of Krishna while doing all my work, while walking, while doing this, while doing that. I'm always remembering Krishna. But if you really want to serve the Lord, if you really love the Lord, means having some exclusive time for the Lord, is spending that time with the Lord, sitting and chanting the holy name, rendering some practical service to the Lord. So, and service. So, sutra for that verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Savai Pumso Parodharma Yado Bhaktir Adhokshaje Ahetuki Apratihata Yayatma Suprasidati. The Parodharma, the topmost religion, to develop that bhakti, that devotional service towards the Supreme Lord. And how that devotional service should be ahetuki, apratihata, unbroken, and without any ulterior motives. So not that only on Janmashtami day we come to temple, that Lord, I came to put my attendance in front of you, now I will see you after 1 year. So ahetuki, apratihata, every day engaging in the service of the Lord, every day engaging in chanting the holy name. So that should be our resolution, that this year, 15 minutes of a day, I want to spend to. When I say 15 minutes, that is for new people, okay? Don't quote me on that. Somebody already chanting 16 hours, probably said 15 minutes is enough for you. So, sadhana and sadachar. We don't have too much time. So moving on to the next, actually each one of these which sutra we are putting here. So another sutra for that is Jaun kahan taji charan tum. Okay, where can I live, or where can I go leaving your lotus feet? Only your lotus feet is my shelter. So that is your sutra for S. Now moving on to each of these traits which we're talking about, actually there will be one class on these each topic, but we are just moving fast, giving you a little glimpse of all these traits, what we should be trying to resolute for. Then O is overcome. Overcome or giving up something. Is there something we need to give up? What anarthas in our heart? What are the anarthas in the heart? Lust, anger, greed, pride, envy, illusion, laziness. Let it come, let it flow. There are so many things, right? The list is endless actually to overcome. So we need to overcome so many things in our life. We need to work on giving up these things in the life. Pride. We do something, some little thing, and we get so proud of that. I have done this. I have accomplished that. I am so great. Everybody should glorify me. So developing that simplicity in the heart, because that simplicity is one which attracts the Lord. Even when we take to the process of devotional service, it's so easy to develop that pride in the heart, develop that ego, develop that envy towards others. I have went to so many cities actually during our trip to India, and had the opportunity with the mercy of Guru and Gauranga to do some preaching programs also. What is the one common thing seen is too much of insecurity which we develop, or too much pride or envy that we develop, even when we come to the process of devotional service, thinking I am too zone, this is my area, this is my project, this is my group, these are my people, this is my, and it keeps going on and on and on. And we develop so much of insecurity. What if somebody becomes better than me? People develop more attraction toward that person. So that envy and pride is there in the heart. So we need to work on giving up these anarthas from the heart. Actually, when I was in India, in my hometown, I used to go to Goshal every morning, most of the days. And I met some of the people there who were every day serving there. They will prepare some kind of vegetables, cut the vegetables to feed the cow. They will make some laddus of different grains to feed to the cows. Moved by their simplicity and their service attitude. And one day I told one devotee there that, Prabhuji, you are doing so nice service. You are serving the cows so nicely. And this person, what he replied was very, actually moved my heart. What he said is, Prabhuji, what can we serve them? हम लोग इनकी क्या सेवा कर सकते हैं? इनकी तो भगवान कृष्ण ने खुद सेवा किया. What can we serve them? Even Lord Krishna served these cows. So having that attitude that I am just an instrument, Krishna is giving me this service opportunity, not that I am so great. Yes, we are doing so wonderful service. And he said, actually, we keep doing this me, ma. The goat does ma, and the next moment the goat is chopped. And that is what our mentality, our tendencies, we keep doing me, I. And the death is standing near to us, waiting for us. So we need to overcome all these anarthas in the heart, giving up this tendency of pride and envy and lust, anger, greed. And sometimes we blame our situation. Right? Because of the situation, I acted in that way. For example, anger. If somebody comes and we also become angry. That, oh, this person or this circumstances provoked me. The situation was so provoking and that's how I acted. I also yelled out. But is it really the right answer? Is this really the right behavior to do? It's that we consider ourselves always victimized, as I said. So situation may come, somebody may come and provoke you, but how we should act, that depends on us. For example, sometimes people blame on weather. When the weather changes, when the spring comes or fall comes, people get some allergies. Spring allergies or fall allergies, some cold and cough and sneezing. And people blame, oh, this weather is so bad, because of weather, I got this cold and cough. Is this really dependent on weather? Weather will come and go. What it depends on is, it's our weakness. It's our weakness. Maybe your immune system is weak. You need to work on improving your immune system. It's not dependent on weather. Weather is always same for everybody. And Krishna also says, Shitoshna Sukha Dukkha. This summer and winter season will come and go. These situations will come and go. You need to tolerate. So provoking situation may come, but we need to tolerate those provoking situations. We cannot just blame on somebody. People blame, oh, you sneezed on me and you gave me your virus, you gave me your bug. So yes, that person may have sneezed, but ultimately it's your problem. It's your immune system which is weak. So same way, people may come and put you in a provoking situation. How do we act in that? That depends on us. So we need to change our samskaras. Right now, all these different anarthas, this anger, lust, greed, they have become our samskaras. Right? They have become our second nature. So we need to change that nature. We need to remove those wrong samskaras and build positive samskaras. Wrong impression on our mind right now, and we want to change those wrong impressions and put the positive impressions. Can the samskaras be changed? Can the nature be changed? Yes or no? Nature can be changed, right? Because we change so many things in our life. We learn new things. So same way, these samskaras, we need to change these wrong impression and build on the new impression. When we come to Krishna consciousness, training is to remove our previous contamination from the mind and put on the new positive impressions. When you start learning driving, earlier you were so conscious, right? When you were learning driving, where the brake is, where the clutch is, where the gear is, so conscious. And as you become more and more confident, more and more familiar, then later on you are driving with one hand also. And maybe eating a sandwich with other hand and driving. And maybe some Mataji is doing some makeup also while driving. So our consciousness, it becomes second nature. This driving becomes your second nature. Then you don't have to think of where is clutch, where is brake. Your foot automatically goes there. Because it has become your second nature. It has ingrained into your samskaras. So same way right now our samskaras are wrong. Our samskaras are this kama, krodha, lobha, moha. We need to change those samskaras. We need to overcome these anarthas. So we'll quickly go over the other one in a few minutes. So sorry, some of you may be thinking Vrindanath is sitting between us and Prashadam. I don't want to be too long between you and Prashadam, so we'll try to move quickly and cover the remaining 3 traits also. So overcome. I will skip on that. So yatha labha santosha, sapne hu nahi dekhi par dosha. Being always satisfied with what comes along your way and not having that feeling of envy, jealousy, or faults in others. So yatha labha santosha, sapne hu nahi dekhi par. Many of these sutras are actually from Ramayana. KL. Leave wrong association, because many of things in our life that depends on our association. Shakespeare said, show me who your friends are and I will show you who you are, because our association shapes our desire. Our association shapes our desire, and sometimes our desire shape our association. Okay, what does that mean? Because based on whom you associate, you develop desires accordingly. If somebody is associating with a drunkard person, they also develop of drinking, desire of drinking. I remember when I was in college, I was studying, living in hostel. I was not much interested in cricket. I was always thinking this cricket 8-hour, 9-hour, 10-hour game, such a time waster. Whole day people are sitting in front of TV and yelling and all that. When I was in hostel, in common room, there's a TV and sometimes people will gather there. And when the cricket match is coming, the whole hostel will gather around. And they're watching this game of cricket and so much noise is coming up. They're yelling and shouting and clapping and all that. And if somebody is not even interested in cricket, somehow he enters into that room of curiosity. What is happening? He just gets sucked up into that. Right? Somebody from the country doesn't know what is this game of cricket. He just goes there, sits there, 10 minutes, he watches that, everybody is yelling and clapping and laughing. And he also starts doing the yay, 4 and 6er and 2 and this and that. He also develops that desire. So based on association, one develops that desire. So with negative people, you will develop negative desires. And then if you have some positive desires, based on that, sometimes you will seek out that association also. If you have a desire to engage in Krishna service, you have desire to associate with devotees, you move to a different city, different town. The first thing you will like to do is find out, seek out where the devotees are living. Right? If there is any program happening in that locality, in that road. Many of you may have that experience, right? When we moved into there, we were seeking out if there are any devotees living here. So association is a very important thing which will determine if you are going to be successful in your sankalpa or not. So leaving the wrong association, we come to Krishna consciousness, we want to associate with devotees, but then there may be some friends, some family who will tell you, what are you doing every week? Why are you going to this Hare Krishna? These are crazy people. You come to us also, this week we are having a party, let's go to a movie, let's go to a vacation. So people have many temptation things. So they may try to pull you out from progressing in Krishna consciousness. So leaving the wrong association. Don't let others influence you. You are the pilot of your own life. So the sutra for that, Tyajye Hari Vimukhan Ko Sang. Asatsang Tyag Ei Vaishnava Achar. Bring up the wrong association. Sometimes people think, "Arey, kahan fas gaya?" Right? When we come to the association, we say, "Prabhuji, please chant 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, chant 2 rounds." Then you start 2 rounds, then you will say, 4 rounds, Prabhuji, now you need to increase. Then 4 rounds become 8 rounds. Then you say, "Please chant 16 rounds now. Follow the 4 regulative principle." Shri Radha Gopi Janal Bhagavan ki jai, Shri Nitai Patita Pavan ki jai. So we keep hearing more and more demands. Prabhuji, chant 2 rounds, now 4, now 8, now 16, follow the 4 regulative principle. Now you need to take Diksha. And somebody will say, "Arey, ye kya hai? Keep going, increasing and increasing. Kahan phas gaya?" Like sometimes people say, "Ye kahan phas gaya?" Right? Other people will try to influence you. "Arey, tum kahan phas gaye? Where have you gone into this, stuck into all this thing?" Actually, let me tell you one thing. Again, some sannyasi actually in our movement, he made this statement. Says, when people think I'm stuck into this process, it's better this process rather than getting stuck into the 8.4 million species of life. 84 के फेर में फंसने से अच्छा है कि आप यहाँ पर फंस गए. So don't think that I am getting into too much of this, or this is too much. Every day something or other going on. It's because of the influence of wrong association, we get these thoughts, we get these negative desires. So removing the wrong association, leaving the wrong association, Tyajye Hari Vimukhan Ko Sang. Next one, we visit the holy places. Okay, visiting the holy places. What are the holy places? The places of the pastimes of the Lord. Vrindavan, Jagannath, Mayapur Dham, Ayodhya Dham. These are the holy places. So visiting the holy places, does it mean now that I have to leave from here tomorrow, quit my job, leave my home and go settle in some holy place? So visiting the holy places means having that atmosphere of the holy place at your home. Make your home into a temple. Having the deities of the Lord or the pictures of the Lord, setting up a nice place in your home and performing the service to the Lord at your home. So making your home into a temple, making your home into a holy places. And along with that, apart from that, yes, occasionally we should leave the comforts of our home and visit the holy places. That is taking volunteer austerity. Visiting the holy places, taking the association of great saintly people there, hearing from their realizations. So visit the holy places. Again, as I said, this human form of life is very rare, and we want to make the best use of this human form of life. Durlabham manusha deho dehi nam akshana bhangur tatra api durlabham manye vaikuntha priya darshanam. This human form of life is very rare, but what is even more rare is getting the association of the devotees of the Lord, getting the association of the saintly people. So visiting the holy places should become the part of our life. It should become the attitude. It should become our culture. Then E, which most people are interested into. So I will touch on that also. Right? E, exercise. We did other E earlier. That was eagerness to develop Krishna Prem. So this E is exercise and eating habits. Working on your physical health. Sometime when we become devotee, we come to the process of Krishna consciousness. Many people become too fanatic also about that. We start thinking everything as Maya. We are not the body. We are the spirit soul, Prabhuji. Don't worry about body. Just take care of the spirit soul. So we become too fanatic and we completely starting ignoring the body. Right? And that is one of the biggest mistake we make. We need to take care of this body also, because this body is a vehicle given to us to fulfill our goal, to take us to our destination. If you have a car, from home, you want to drive the car to come to temple, and if the car breaks down halfway before coming to temple, is that a good thing? Is that a good proposition? And we take care of our cars so much, right? We take our cars to regular service, regular maintenance, oil, whatnot. So this body is also a vehicle which has been given to us to fulfill this journey towards Krishna. So we need to take care of this body. Again, we don't want to become too attached to the body that Prabhuji, I want to build six-pack. Not that, just taking care of the bare minimum necessities of the body. Keep the body healthy and fit so we can continue with our devotional service. So if we don't take care of the body, what will happen? This body will start giving too many troubles and we will not be able to perform our sadhana, our service also properly. One may encounter so many different diseases or different other problems at very early age, will hinder your service to the Lord also. So taking care of the body, because we should not as part of life. Right? Sometimes we think this bhakti is part of life, but actually it's other way. Life is part of bhakti, because bhakti is spread over so many lifetimes. We have been going through this, and we should consider this life as a part of bhakti, that we want to continue our journey and ultimately we want to attain the success. So taking care of the body is also very important. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, Yukta ahar viharasya, yukta karmeshu, yukta cheshtas karmashu, yukta sapna ababodhasya. So these three things, having proper diet, having proper sleep, having proper work and proper recreation, these are all important. We don't want to attach to the body, having 8 hour, 10 hours sleep. Oh, I want to give rest to my body. Then that becomes Maya. But we want to take appropriate care for the body. So there's a very wonderful shloka. Vyayamat labhate swasthyam dirghayusham balam sukham arogyam paramam bhagyam swasthyam sarvartha sadhanam. Vyayamat labhate swasthya. If you do regular exercise, that will give you good health. It will lead to long age, strength, and happiness. It will lead to free from disease. Arogyam paramam bhagyam. Having free from disease actually is a very good fortune. Is anybody, when they encounter any disease, even some cold, cough, fever, are they happy? Right? Even if little small disease, you're not happy. But if your body is healthy, that's a good fortune actually for you, because good health can help you attain all the goals. You can fulfill all your goals. Swasthyam sarvartha sadhanam. So making some goals towards regular exercise also. 15 minutes, 20 minutes, spending something, doing little yoga, little pranayam, maybe Surya Namaskar, or little walk or little jogging a little bit. So these are some basic things we can do to keep this body fit so we can engage in the service of the Lord. Either we can do too much and break down quickly, or you can do on a consistent basis for long term. Right? What will you like to do? Bhakti means having consistency over a long period of time. It's not something quick for a short period of time. So, in summary, all the different sutras which have been mentioned resolve are reverence, E, eagerness to get Krishna Prem, S, sadhana and service, O, overcome the anarthas, L, leaving the wrong association, V, visit the holy places, E, exercise and having the proper eating habits. Ultimately, we need to have the determination and discipline to work on all these things. And there is no shortcut actually. Don't look for shortcut. If we really want to work on our spiritual health, mental health, physical health, there is no shortcut. Sometimes people think, oh, I want to have some shortcut. Is there any quick and fast way where I can achieve this? Many of the shortcuts, they will lead us to pitfall. You will fall into a ditch. So don't look for shortcuts. Work your way up the hill. Sometimes people look for some quick and easy things, some shortcuts, some sales. In India, there used to be, if you have traveled in bus, how many of you have traveled in local government buses? So sometimes there are so many local vendor sellers, like 5 rupees, 1 rupee ke 5 pen, 5 rupees ke 10 pen. Somebody thinking, wow, what a wonderful deal. In 10 rupees, I'm getting 5 pens or 10 pens. So you buy that pen and happens, you put that pen in the jab and from the bottom that leaks out. Your shirt is also spoiled. So because you are looking for some shortcuts and that lead to more problem, more misery. And if you are looking for sale, sometimes you may be attracted towards sale. Somebody may say $100, 3 shirts or $100, 3 nice pens. Each pen is, somebody may promote to you that, oh, each pen is $100 because I'm giving you a good deal. In $100, you are getting 3 pens. And somebody may be attracted, wow, what a big deal, what a good deal. And later on, you may find out, actually, each pen was $20 only. So 3 pen were $60, but this person promoted and gave 3 pen for $100. So we may get attracted to so many shortcuts and so many other puzzles, kind of some chamak dhamak, right? People are attracted to so many different things, but ultimately it proves to be backfiring. So we need to have the determination, discrimination. So 3D, okay, 3D, which we need to remember to work on our goals, work on our resolution, discrimination, determination, and discipline. If we have these 3D principle, 3D formula, then we can be successful in achieving our goals. So again, setting up our goals, we need to come out of our comfort zone for accomplishing those goals. If we keep standing in our comfort zone, if we keep staying in our comfort zone, we cannot achieve our goals, because the growth is when we come out of our comfort zone. So thank you very much. Shri Prabhupada ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki. Please forgive me for exceeding my time limit, and please forgive me if I spoke anything wrong. Please correct me as your humble servant. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Vrindanath Prabhu ji ki
Jai. Shri Prabhupada ki jai.